Am I live, chat? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Please. I I will introduce you. Shh, shh. Stay quiet. It's a secret. Oh, if you're going to say that you can watch the stream, yes, that's useful information.
Okay, the stream is on. The stream is on.
The stream is on. The stream is on.
The stream is on.
Okay. Basically, something happened, everything went chaos, technical issues, I was here, I was reading chat, I did the best intro of my life, but the stream cut off, and I'm here, of course, with Dizzy, but
Hello.
since the stream crashed, another caster spawned, and we have Eden joining us. Hello, hello!
Hello.
Yes,
Now I can use my voice to criticize Zelda Squad.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
We are multiplying. Now there's 3 of us. He took the
Like,
chance.
oh my god, we got to criticize Zelda. Everyone wants to join.
Yes.
Revenge.
And of course, 3 casters. We will all have our moments to shine. But I ask you for a moment of your time because I'm trying to replicate the best intro I've ever made. So, are you ready? Can I go forward with it?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
wait. It's just chat isn't going on your stream. The chat, you have the chat box.
Ah, it's still the previous stream. Ah.
How do you fix that?
Oh, that's easy. I'm glad you caught on to it. Pop, pop.
You say me. It was Kraten Toss.
Thank you, Kraden Toast.
Can I ask, why do you call monks Kredentust?
I don't know.
I just remembered that from like five streams ago.
I mean, he's my mod, and he looks like this statue, and we just started calling him, and that's basically it. Me and DC are very random. It's very hard to keep up with the lore.
We just view Kraten Toss as a scholar, an exemplary of just humanity. He's just, very big-brained individual who we deeply adore.
Course.
It's really
Of course.
Kraten Toss.
Yes.
So sorry to take away from your time, Nando.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were about to ask something else.
No, I was just gonna say I'm apologizing for Dizzy too.
No, John.
We like to.
We like party.
explaining Kraten Toss.
Yes.
Why we call everything Kraten Toss. Because Kraten Toss is everything and nothing, and also nothing and everything. Kraten Toss is more than just a person. Kraten Toss is an experience.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, I'm good now.
Okay. I'm about to go into my intro mode.
Let's go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to match 2 of T90's Community Cup Pikeman Group D. Here in the northern corner we have the player who took the first match from Germany, a player who is very well known for his love of alcohol and drinking. In the blue color we have Saint Arnulf of Metz. And
Did he cut out for you there too?
if we keep going south, we find a palisade gate. Beyond this gate, there's this lake with a lot of riches, fishes, deer, the statue of Kradentos, berries. This is a wonderful place. But if we move beyond this land, we reach another palisade gate that hides the base of Zelda Squad in the green color playing as the Saracens. He lost the first match, but he's not going down without a fight. One of the other casters from T90's Community Cup. Let's see what he's got in store for us today. Zelda Squad!
Right, I
you
unfollowed and
zoomed in on the
uninstalled.
boar as it died for that one.
I'm sorry.
I just want to say, just quickly, on Ring of Reeds, arena-based sense, after watching last game, I kind of feel like the ball is in Metz, St. Arnulf of Metz court, because, Zelda had, a better, when it was open, kind of, being more, not kind of open, that's a pretty open back there, but, I don't know, anything can happen, Zelda Squad is Zelda Squad after all, well, yeah, I just,
What I want to see is you have plenty of food here, so I want to see early men-at-arms and just spam them out for St. Arnulf. and I want to see like 2 ranged Saracen archers just shred that palisade wall. And just absolutely through it. Like 4 archers there without fletching is like 10 volleys, 15 volleys to get through a single wall. And you could just be in that eco. But if the men-at-arms are out early enough, that can cause a lot of trouble. It can make a lot of awkwardness. It's honestly anyone's game. It just depends who gets the timings to castle first.
Yes. And someone's asking, new stream who this. Basically, John, I'm going through second puberty. And this is just me and Dizzy. This is my other voice. No, I'm joined by Eden as a co-caster. Now there's 3 of us. Dizzy's voice got deeper. And what's your ELO, by the way, Eden?
Right after a devastating loss last night to a 1300, it is 1238, something like that.
Okay, yeah, so a little bit below mine. Because if you are higher real than me, I would kick you out of the call. Just joking. Just joking.
Is that why our base doesn't join voice?
Yeah, I want to I really want to get our base in one day. I need to see if he can join next week or something.
Oh, I think if he's in chat, you can just ask him and he'd happily do it.
Okay. Nice.
I do love this mill though. I think I think you go there early if you're Zelda squad, but you give it up once you see the Goths player there.
Yeah. And if I'm Zelda squad playing with Saracens, of course Goths can go for the man-at-arms aggression, but Saracen archers stronger against buildings. I would love either of these players to go on the aggression in feudal.
Yeah, I agree. Even Dark Age, like,
yeah,
you're gonna have to waste time for like wood. Maybe you're trying to get a timing down or a build order. Two militia just forces you to do something awkward and annoying. You're already going for archers. St. Arnulf should know you're going for archers. You have the Saracen. Just be annoying.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, Goths. I feel like at this ELO, Goths late game is scary at all ELOs, but at this ELO, reaching late game is a win condition for the Goths.
There's only one ranged unit in the game that can beat Huskarl, and that is, I believe, the Armenian composite bowmen, who ignore the crazy like 8 armor that Huskarl get.
I thought you were about to say the hand cannoneer. That also.
Yeah, actually, sorry. You know what? You're correct. Hand cannoneers are also fantastic. But I would like to see Mameluke from the Saracen player. They would shred the Huskarl as well, because they're technically melee.
Yeah, and Saracens do have hand cannoneer. I was just confirming.
Saracens get hand cannoneer? Huh.
Saracens get hand cannoneer. You're here.
That's why I hate I'm not Turks here. I actually like that you're not Turks here. You can get a fast castle, you just sell the stone, and you just gather the stone. You just build houses. You do what you need to do. You play defensive until you can get a castle and Mameluke down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we see that militia like I wanted to see earlier. Yeah. Great job from the Goth player. Just go hit the wall, man. He's confused.
The bully boy.
The bully boys, exactly. No unit looks meaner.
This is let me in!
Yes!
Let me in!
He knows. After all that intro, he knows. Oh, there's a huge base behind this gate. I want to see it.
He's been denied a passport by the border security.
Yes. And I like the building placement from... I criticized Zelda Squad's building placement previous game. I like this. You're already preparing a second wall here.
Yeah. That's good. Good thing not letting them in. That would have been awful for you. But now your own scout is trapped in the middle. What I would like to see is maybe a tower follow-up.
Oh yeah, a tower. It's so easy to forget how much pressure just a simple tower can deny.
You denied both those 2 golds, and you pretty much force your opponent to the outside, and then you just build a barracks on the outside and crush your opponent. You do have the archery range up, though.
Yeah, and we see the archers.
Just bring some vills forward and just drop a tower on that gold.
And
All right, slowly whittling away. Call it right now, chat. Who wins this matchup?
Oh, let me check the results on Discord.
I don't like the repair. Okay, great job. You read my mind. As always, the people playing the games can read the caster's mind.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great tower location. And
But the archers
yeah.
are out. There's not enough of them, though. Do we have fletching in? No fletching.
no fletching yet.
It's gonna be hard to deny.
And he's just
Yeah.
clicking.
We need to vil fight this. There's not enough militia out. They're not men at arm. We need to vil fight this. Oh, but we're giving up on the tower. We need more. No, this is a huge throw. This is awful. You need just more vills. You have the middle. You have more vills already there. Oh, this is a huge throw.
They got some berries to pick. They're busy.
Not even
We've
the
decided
fish.
we don't want to work for Raytheon. We don't want to work for Texas Instruments. We just want to live a simple farming life. Oh, that is.
Now the archers are going to have the time of their life.
This is awful. This is the worst thing you could do is delete that tower.
Yeah.
Oh. Zelda, you played this really well. You just needed a Vil fight as well. You need to just box that tower down as it's going up while the archers focus on
And
the
here,
Vils.
never target the palisade, target the gate.
No, with archers it's fine because the walls are weaker, but more melee units can hit the gate. Okay, I like the wall coming up. I like the tower at home. It's not anywhere near ideal, but it's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's what you need.
Our eco balance is not great though. You have the tower down. Now's when you just boom and you try to click castle.
Yeah.
Neither play. Green has milled the outside. I don't believe we have one for blue, which means you're going to be spending way more on farms.
Yeah.
I don't like the farms for either of them. I want mills in the back.
And also, Zelda can now move to this fish if he wants. He has complete control over the middle.
Take down that mill. I don't like the mill placement in the middle. I think you want it on the kind of outside ring of the middle, so that you can get the shorefish and the berries. Just sit on that barrack, shoot it down.
Yeah. These are Saracen archers, so. Oh, nice. Even just.
That's been being annoying, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, leave the archers here. Don't go back. There's no reason to go back. Leave them on. If you're afraid, a lot of players are afraid of okay, they will do their thing and they will run under the TC and I'll lose them all. A thing that's very important to master at this ELO, and I feel like a lot of players underestimate, is switching from aggressive stance to hold ground stance.
Yeah.
Now, I used to be like, oh, I'll just go back because if I leave them there, they will be wonky by themselves. Now, I just leave them at hold ground stance, and I do that with so many ranged raiding units, and it's a game changer.
It's really funny though that he repaired that wall. Like, you know it's gonna go down in a second. There's even more archers. Now I don't like that we're just building more archers here. We're getting those buildings down. We have way too much gold, but we're gonna buy the food. We're gonna click up. And now you're so far or behind if you're... Oh, no, we were already clicked up. We're actually clicked up sooner. This is huge. Great job on the eco balance. That's really well done.
And once these become crossbows, they... It's one of the most important power spikes here. This going up to crossbow and Balkan arrow, a mess of archers like this, this can be game winning right here.
Yeah. We don't have fletching, so our TC's outranged currently by Bodkin crossbows. And those Saracens are siege. More and more of them come out. Okay, we have Bodkin now.
Yeah.
Dizzy, what are you thinking?
Like, I'm thinking, uh-oh. I just wondering how, like Arnoff is gonna, like... You have to, like, expand to the behind your base, right, and kind of somehow delay the front attack. But this is gonna be pretty brutal to deal with if Zelda plays right.
Arnold is doing a great job at mitigating the damage. Oh, and one thing that a lot of players at this ELO underestimate, if you're in this position, Destroy the farms.
Just sit on the farms, yeah. Especially with those Harrison Archer. Oh, but if he notices those vills in the back, that's game.
Yeah. Yes.
Is he gonna see them?
Destroy the gate in seconds and go there.
Yeah.
Hey, Nando.
Getting a tower up on the stone, that's not where you need it. Vodkin on the way. See the skirms.
Crossbow on the way. This will be so strong. Be
Oh,
careful.
just fight, just fight. Don't, it doesn't matter. Actually, you want to wait until you have those upgrades if you know they're coming in for sure.
Yeah.
Nando, are you supposed to be live right now?
Yes. Oh, does the other stream died and I had to create another one.
Okay, apologies.
No worries. So there's another stream live on my channel right now. I should have linked it actually in the Discord.
Oh, we delete the Siege Workshop. Oh, St. Arnulf is just doing so many things right, but he's only doing them halfway.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent when he's drinking beer and he accidentally spills his cup, you know?
Ooh.
That's great. That I actually love that. No, I don't. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do much.
I liked it for 2 seconds until I saw the 0 resources under that castle that it denies. It doesn't hit a TC. I'd prefer it to be defensive, honestly.
It kind of applies a bit more pressure though, in a way, because Zelda's again is a new player, so like when you're under pressure like that, you can kind of get thrown off and think you have to deal with the castle. I don't think Zelda will think that way.
I don't. I based on what we saw in that Spiral game, I don't think so. I think he's actually. It's honestly more than the castle itself. It's just Huskarl being in your backline when you only have
archers.
Archers. I think if you're like for all players, you always have to think about next steps, and the sooner you can do that before your opponent, better. Like, if you don't see any eco here, if you're Zelda, you should either think, oh, they're gonna be in that one place I haven't checked, which is outside, or they're gonna be doing something like siege or castle. And this is very lucky from Zelda. If that's me, I lose every crossbow. Okay, it is me.
Yeah,
It could have been much worse.
Yeah,
Could have been much
but
worse.
still now they're all low HP. This is why I love playing Britons. Briton crossbows just
Because
melt.
you can range the...
Yeah.
Do Saracen archers against... Is it buildings? They deal extra damage against buildings? Are siege in the building class?
No,
or
no,
are
no,
they...
no.
They're their own... Okay.
They're on their own.
Do we notice this castle going up? I don't think so.
They're like
think
Kradentoff, he's just on his own.
We're gonna notice this now. Yeah, we notice.
I think now if Zelda just kind of like panics too much on this, kind of, it's gonna be like crap.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh no.
Oh, that's huge!
No, what did we miss?
No, I think we did exactly the same as what Zelda did. Oh wait, what's this going on
Yeah,
over here? This
exactly.
castle. Look back. Oh no, I got no archers. Oh,
Oh, wow.
what a hit.
Yeah, and basically, just to contextualize Zelda Squad, I was a great archer player. Then I gave up playing archers because of this. Because of losing them to Mangonels. And now I'm good enough to... I'm reached the point where archers counter Mangonels. But when you're not at that point yet, I've lost so many games like this. As an archer player, this hurts me. This hurts my feelings.
This is really funny what I was talking about earlier. If it's on your channel, Nando. If you go back 2 weeks ago, there's a game as me on Saracen against Jinska, and he does the exact same thing to me. I look back for 1 second, and my like 20 crossbows are just deleted.
Yes, I think I even called it beforehand. Oh, these crossbows will all die to a Mangonel. I know this ELO.
Oh, Zelda.
Yeah. And the problem right now is, yeah, you had the army, but now your opponent is on 3 TCs, map control, castle, and he's reaching late games with the Goths with a great eco balance.
Yeah.
And he's
Why are we
forcing
going
like-
university here? Are we going for masonry? Architecture?
Threadmill crane.
Imperial Age.
We already have a castle though. As the oh, Zelda still doesn't realize. Oh,
Thanks.
but no, that's St. Arnulf. Why is St. Arnulf building?
It's at
A
that ELO.
university.
ELO right now. Maybe like I don't know. He's probably again just drinking heavily and wanted another statue of Kratos.
Yes.
Mason.
Very good. I want to. That's even worse saying that. I wanted to criticize Zelda. Now I feel bad. Yeah, but
Maybe he wants ballistics for the castle. Yeah, but the castle isn't really gonna be pushed by anything melee. At least you don't expect it to be. We do see knight upgrades coming in, but I hope we're thinking about scouts and not knights, because you don't get any upgraded knights. And this is just pretty big in St. Arnulf's favor, right? We've got so many TCs on the outside.
yeah.
TC idle time's not great, but when you eventually do realize in your floating food, you can just recover from that idle time so much better.
And yeah, we have the 2 minutes of idle TC time once again from Zelda. Of course, this time with just 1 TC.
Yeah, which is really well done.
Yeah.
I think Zelda has the chance to get like another 100 ELO with this idle time.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
agree.
some like minor things and like thinking ahead.
I think it's one thing that's very abstract. That's game sense, and you just gain game sense by practicing.
Or by watching your favorite caster.
Yes.
Yeah, Kredentos said, I dislike how little you expand outward. Yeah, you really do just need space. The starting area, when you like look at arena, is very small comparatively.
Yeah.
So you're gonna run out of farm space. You're gonna chop through the reeds, but it's just gonna be so awkward to place anything efficiently.
And Zelda is the first one to click up to him.
I like that.
Yeah.
I honestly think we should have idled our TC sooner to get to Imp with that castle on our face. If that castle goes down, this becomes going from a bad spot to like a great spot.
Yeah.
Because there's no more what's it called? Pascal production. Wow, the words are really just escaping me.
And I'm glad you joined, because me and Dizzy have been casting for 3 hours. Of course, there are players who cast for 8 hours, 9 hours, but I'm old. So after 3 hours, I'm glad we have a breath of fresh air here.
I'm glad to provide. Oh yeah, thank you. It's every time I see a Goth player, I think of my friend who calls Huskarl Housecarls, and it's just. I just imagine, you know, you get your little friend Carl just sitting at home. Oh, the Huskarl are coming in. This is enough Huskarl. 3 is enough to just be annoying here. Look how little. That's 3 volleys. We need to see Mameluke out.
Yeah. And St. Arnulf getting all the upgrades, clicking to Imp, and the problem right now for Zelda is the eco difference. It's so massive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I actually prefer the Saracens in this matchup if you can get Mameluke out faster.
Yeah.
Because you don't get Arb as Goths, and Arb is pretty much the only counter to Mameluke. That were like an insane amount of help.
I feel like while Goths are a sieve that just creeps up ahead, Saracens are very timing based.
Yeah,
and
for
if
sure.
you miss those, they have huge power spikes with the crossbows dealing more damage, with the Mamelukes, and if you miss those timings, then it starts, and of course the market can help you with pulling off some wonky timings, and if you miss them, they go from a great sieve into an average sieve.
Yeah, I do like that we're using the market here a lot. That's fantastic, because your farming goes so disrupted by this.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see a flood of Huskarl, though. I honestly don't think we need Imp. Those resources could have been 20 Huskarl that just demolish everything. we're getting another castle up. Yeah.
Saint Arnulf ist zur the German client there.
He's right.
Yeah, but just producing units, I agree. But also, yeah, he needs a unique tech. I forget the name.
Is the one that lets you produce Huskarl out of barracks?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I never
Perfusion.
played Goths. I don't think
Or
I played
Enemy.
Goths once by accident, and I lost immediately.
Yeah, I feel like Goths... Anarchy, okay, Anarchy is the tech from Castle. I think Goths are one of those sieves that they are very strong until you are the one playing them. Then
Yeah.
they suddenly become very weak.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also like to see Halb mixed in, just for nothing other than to be a body, because they're so cheap. The way that reductions to unit cost work is it's percent more by 1 divided by whatever the cost reduction is. So that like 35% reduced barracks unit cost is something like 45% more units or something like that, which is absolutely absurd. Like, even with that amount of archers, the Halb will just catch up and kill them eventually.
And right now I felt like I had Spirit of the Law co-casting with me. Talking about all of the game maps.
It's
Well,
nice
I think-
to
I
have,
think-
like, let's say it's nice to have like somebody in the stream who actually knows what they're talking about.
I do until somebody at a higher elo comes by and says, no, that's not quite right, or like... We were having T-Time and I were having a discussion a few days ago about like the exact archer class of camel archers.
I have no idea. I do like this massive
Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going, push, push, there's nothing there.
Yeah, kill all the villagers.
That castle has... Use the scouts to scout!
It's
This
their
is
name.
so good, Zelda Squad! Taking out the market is actually huge, but we can just build another.
Oh, the problem is that...
Yeah, we've got the Halb in the middle now. Like, I don't want to call GG preemptively, but you're down 43 vills. You're not down in military, but the military comp is just way better for St. Arnold.
For this, I can't... I mean, people who've seen me play this map, Tactical Tea Time cast of one of my matches here, I was horrible in this map. I feel like this is such a hard game to play. It's
Yeah.
such a hard match. It's like, is my opponent booming? Is my opponent expanding? It feels like there are times where it feels like every call you make is bad. If you
Yeah.
boom, you get punished. If you expand, you get punished. If you attack, you don't cause enough damage. It's a very hard...
It's a very hard map to play. I think it's... People see it and they think, oh, you know, there's the middle and there's the outsides, and other than that, it's kind of like fortified clearing. I don't think this is anything like fortified clearing. I think this is a really unique map. I think it's really cool. And I don't think people fight for the middle enough.
Yeah.
Those trebs are coming out, but we have nothing to defend them. We have 4 scouts for light cav now. But
Yeah, and the Huskarls now are at the point
Yeah.
where they're just going to... They can do what they want.
walk on the treb, yeah. I'm glad we're sniping the siege, but honestly, the siege could be a bigger help for you if you just let them
Even
hit
the
the mass.
Mangonels got amazing hits in the middle of all of that.
Yeah, this is GG, I think.
Like the archers just gone melted.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
Mangonel has 15 kills.
That's great value.
Onager, not Mangonel.
And I like St. Arnulf. He was even pulling back some of those pikes to stand by the Mangonel. Yeah, as the GG's called.
GG's
Great
called.
showing from Zelda again. It's hard to say what to do better. I think it's just a bit of that game knowledge coming in to like know to make Mameluke. You know, just Mameluke are the best thing to make here. They're only countered by Arb and Camel, and your opponent can't make either of them. Also, just scouting, seeing that your opponent has 3 TCs back there is would have been huge. I like that we went for that fast imp, but we're just so far behind in resources collected. This is just so hard to
Yeah,
get
and
back to.
also a key moment, losing here all of your mass
Losing all those ARB.
to the
Man, I thought this was Zelda Squad's game.
Yeah.
The moment I saw that tower be deleted,
yeah.
that was just.
Hey, sir.
If I see that, the first thing that I'm doing as Zelda Squad is just going 3TC boom, because I know my opponent no longer has the stone for that, no longer has the stone for a castle. I'm just gonna make stone walls in the front, and I'm just gonna lean back at home with my hands behind my head, feet kicked up.
Yeah. No, I agree. And Zelda Squad, we've talked about this. If you want to give an interview after the match, we can get 4. We need to make also one day, maybe in the off season, the T90 Community Cup Caster Cup.
That'd be an easy win for me, but go, sure.
But yeah, Zelda, if you want to give a post-game interview, we'll have 4 casters here on my channel. Let's go.
And Kradentos was saying about like a caster royale. I think like we all just like go into
All
a
creeper, all
fight.
diplo
Yeah.
chat, or
Nah.
yeah, it'd be funny.
Well, maybe there'd be like a thing where like a caster joins and then like the chat will just vote them out, and then the next caster will come in, and then the chat will vote them out, and the next caster comes in. Just
Zelda, do you have Zelda, do you have the caster role?
Bro, yes. He's here.
I forgot I had the fucking voice thing. I enjoy calls.
Zelda.
Hello.
Oh.
Now I want to go back to the moment those crossbows go down. What were you thinking when they went down, and did you notice?
I didn't. That castle went up, I heard the attack, I tabbed back, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. The second I hit my control group 3 to go to those crossbows, there's nothing. And I'm like, I'm so mad. I was so pissed, because I looked away for 2 seconds. I think that was the fastest APM switch I had, and because 3 of those crossbows weren't on stand ground, the mango got in range.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you do just hate to hear it. I think that is one of the defining moments. Granted, I think you're still in a bad matchup at that point without the Mamluk out on the field, but that is rough. And Saracens don't get even Cavalier, I believe. They only go for Camel. They only
I
get
went for
Camel.
Knights early to snipe siege and do damage, and then just have for LC later. But I talked about this with Bergwin. I'm so pissed I didn't fast him Turks here. I practiced it for 6 straight games. Didn't do it because I was like, I need it for fortified clearing. I'm gonna win this game. So instead of planning to win the game, I planned that I had won the game.
No, that's I mean, one of the best things that happened to me as a tournament player was losing my only set that I ever lost against Wasabi, because I've talked about this. In tournaments, things are over in seconds. You can't afford to lower your guard for a minute. It's absurd. A best of 3, okay, a best of 5 is also super quick, but you still have some time to knock back. A best of 3 is over in seconds. You have no time to react. If you take, I've talked about this with in one of the comments. I'm focusing more on guaranteeing wins. I'm training a lot the maps that I'm better at rather than avoiding losses. I really want to see like this will be a win and uncontested. Taking a map for granted is, I mean,
It's rough. Like, I think too, like my biggest mistake is after HCC, like I lost 4 total games in HCC. So going into this, I was like, oh, I'm the underdog. I am bottom seed. I'm lowest elo. Some of the people in my group are, I want to say about 90 at the point that we're talking, above me. And I'm like, I need to get every single win. So I'm like going back on old strats. But the problem is then I go into games and I trick myself with drafts. Like he picked Goths in drafts and I went, why? And then literally we hit Ring of Reeds and I was like, if I play Saracens here, I'm literally dead because he will play Goths. If I play Turks here, I don't have a good fortified clearing sip. And I think I sat on my stream in that lobby for 5 minutes hemming and hawing And the thing I hate the most is that I didn't just go Turks. Because it would have been a win. Like, and I'm 0-4 at this point. So, like, for me, like, going into my next 2 sets, like, I have to do... Every single game has to be a win for me to have a chance.
Yeah.
This game, too, like, if I don't win this game, or, like, if I had won this game, even if I lose game 3, the one game can make a difference.
Yeah. In the tiebreakers and everything.
I think there is a little bit of a risk at the same time of getting into your own head here. Like, I don't hate the Saracens here. I think it's that if you don't get the timing, then you kind of lose. So you have to get that timing. But I think there's definitely a world in which you come away with this, with the win. And I think part of that is, getting into your own head. I didn't necessarily love the tech swap into 2 stables. I think that might have. I think I would have preferred to see a siege workshop to counter their siege and to just do mass damage, even though it's reduced. And I think that like small decisions like that, this ELO can just pivot that enough.
No, I agree too. Like, I think the problem too for me is I'm all in. So like 2 stables rushing out 4 like having game 2 even like, and as I said in Nando 2 in chat, like game 1 is. I have a very defined like hun strat where I will go 2 stables pretty consistently if I'm confident I can pull it off. And because like I'm so concerned about reserving starting scout HP to guarantee I can get more damage sooner, I didn't scout him walling.
Yeah.
And like that, like in game 1 that screws me. And the other half of it is I straight up thought I killed the castle because I kept the Treb that died on that left flank in a control group. So I was like, oh cool, it's moved over. And it was dead. So I had no idea that entire attack was happening for 10 minutes until I tabbed back and placed a mining camp on a berry bush.
Yeah, no,
That was.
Oh, that's probably
Like,
going to
I
be
had
a
no
sort
idea
of
because I
that.
looked up at my eco and I saw 60 vills and I started spam clicking Shift Q on my thing and I went, oh, I'm missing like 2 TCs.
Yeah, we've all been there with those mining camps on berries or mills on the wood line.
Yeah.
And let me just thanks for joining, Berwin. And also let me just ask, Dizzy, do you have any criticism you want to make of Zelda Squad? That's the goal of tonight, to insult Zelda Squad. So
Well, where do I even begin? To be honest, it's just no, I'm just kidding. I really enjoyed watching Zelda Squad. I just really like since the first game watching Zelda to now, it's just been such an improvement. And so nice to see. In terms of criticism, I don't really have any. I just think it's just generally stuff you'll learn over time, like experience stuff. So yeah.
You have a really defined playstyle, and what I really like is that you come in with a plan. Even though you're, Saracens into Goths here, you're like, I'm gonna get the range down. I'm gonna go forward. Great timing on it. Great execution. So it's the minor things that are gonna boost you up. But the like fundamentals I think are there.
Yeah,
I think the worst part too is I'm very inadaptable. Like if I have a plan and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna all in archers here, like in this game too, you see it? That castle goes up, and in my entire mind, I'm like, I never can spread now. Like, that castle has to go. And I'm 43 minutes into this game when that castle goes down, and I'm just considering expanding, but he's pushing mid, so I'm like, cool, I'm in an all-in, like, play at this point.
Yeah,
And it's the same thing, too, like, when I kept producing in Feudal and buying my way up. Because, like, I'm just going to abuse Saracen market. Like, it's 90% of the reason I like Saracens. I commit so hard to an all-in that when I lose it, I'm like, nah, I'm committed. It's fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
Like, my house is on fire, but this is fine.
Yeah, I feel like that's also one of the... I think it was Arbase who was saying it. I feel like that a lot on my ELO. He says that until you reach 1300 and 1400 ELO, you'll see a lot of one-trick players. For example, I'm archers, I'm all in archers, I will dominate archers. That's my build, I'm the archer guy. Or things like that. I feel like improving the game at this level is a lot of what I've talked about, the game sense. It's, okay, archers have done their play, and instead of waiting for, oh no, suddenly my opponent has everything that shuts down my archers, you need to be the one to ask the questions. It's like, okay, my archers are doing the job, but my opponent is probably thinking on how to shut down my archers. So what will I go next? It's the being one step ahead. It's like, okay, archers are a good win condition. I want to win with the archers, but what if I don't? Do I add 3 TCs behind this? Do I start adding cavalry and go for the further punishing? I feel like that's one of the things that I understand. For me, a lot of my games for a long time were just playing archers, for example. But then I started doing some streams when I forced myself, okay, I'm going to play scouts today. I'm going to play militia only. And even though that's just different openings, that started expanding my horizons to the game. And now some games I'm playing archers, and okay, this is going to be a long feudal. I need to add a scout. I need to add this. I think you develop that adaptability with game experience.
Yeah, like when I was around 852, like when I started HCC, that was my thing. Like every game was, if it's on a horse, I'm putting it in the game. Like that was it, right? Like if it came with a pair of extra legs and it went faster than I could think, it was in the game. And it's where I ended up with like an extreme love of like CA and Knights and Step Lancers too. But it's through all of HCC, I went from that to playing Portuguese very shittily, but playing Portuguese, sorry, language, poorly.
No worries.
And playing Archer Civs more heavily, going for weird Mezzo Civ combos that I've never done before. And like now that I'm up, my problem is I can't adapt mid-game. Like it's so bad, because like I'm aware, like especially in this game with Arnulf, like game 2, I'm so aware that all I need is like 12 Knights and I can or like 12 light cav, and I can shred any amount of Huskarl he sends at me, because they're so terrible in melee against other melee units.
Yeah.
But like it's Pikes, so it's literally Mamelukes would have solved the problem. And instead of me thinking about Mamelukes, I went, nah, they're an anti-knight unit because it's a camel.
It's just like amount of times played. It's just the hours that are catching up with you there. But fantastic showing. Did losing game 1? Do you think did that put you in a negative headspace where you're like, oh, I'm behind now. I have to win here.
I think in the sense of, I said it earlier too. Like, I think in the sense of like comparing my performance to HCC, and like going into all these tournaments, my entire mindset has been improvement. Because the running joke between me, Arbase, and like Baragwin at this point is I have stressed that I want to be a top 100 player. So like the reason I'm so critical and I'm so accepting of criticism is because I am very well aware that there's a 900 elo gap before I'm there.
Oh yeah.
But like at the same time, like every tournament, every game has to be an improvement for me. So like I watch a lot of my games back, or like I try to develop strats to work for it. So like losing game 1, I was like, no, I played well. I just got distracted. I was messy. Like the second I hit his eco, I was like, oh, this is fine. I'm doing damage. But like I'm not paying attention to the fact that I'm dying. It's that whole like feudal thing of I've killed 5 vills, but my TC hasn't been working for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you feel so ahead until you're not doing anything. So going into game 2, I was like, I did fine game 1, but I absolutely have to win a game. Like I can't be 0-4.
Yeah.
And Bergwin said it to me a few days after the match. He was like, dude, you're bottom seed. The fact that you were competing and actually forcing your opponents to like play different and give them a run for your money, it doesn't matter that you're 0-4, you're actually playing really well.
Yeah.
And just hearing that from somebody that isn't me is like, cool, now I can get out of my own head.
I think especially in all of these brackets that aren't either, the very top or the very bottom, ELO matters way less. What matters is the practice you put in and the mentality that you have.
And also,
I agree.
Zelda Squad, you think, oh, I'm not playing that great. Your idle TC time. What's that? That's... Your idle TC time is insultingly great. That's amazing.
I honest to God have no idea how I manage it. Like, I think when I hit 1,000, something in my brain just clicked. And I'm just like, I just spam click Q every single time I hit my hotkey. And I don't know what it is, because nothing clicked. And it's gotten to points where like I'll be at like 160 vills, and like a game is Mongols, and I'm like, oh, I can't make Mangonels. Shit, shift delete vills.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
But
and then I'm
that's
still
better.
replacing them.
Yeah, I do that too.
It's
I'm
better...
at 156 vills. I need more.
At your ELO, it's better to overproduce villagers than underproduce. For sure.
Like I don't know. Like I think the other thing too is eco balance for me.
Oh,
Like that will
that's
forever be the worst thing for me, is just balancing eco. Like I can have great idle TC time, but like you can look at the end of game 1 where I have 60 some vills on 4 gold tiles and none of them are doing anything, or like game 2 where I have more farmers and I'm doing archers.
Yeah.
Eco balance is the hardest thing,
Yeah,
I think, in
I
this
was
game,
about to say
because
the
it's
same.
the only thing that cannot be learned. Like, you can learn timings, you can learn build orders, you can learn counters, but you cannot, like, learn to, you know, balance that eco. You have to practice it exclusively. It's the only thing that you can't get from watching someone.
Yeah, and it's one of those skills that it's really, for some skills, for example, idle TC time, okay, we've reached 1400 ELO, from now on almost everyone has no idle TC time, it's no longer relevant. I feel like balancing eco is a skill with no skill cap. I feel like even if you are a top 200 player, your eco balance can be the difference between top 200 and top 100. I feel like some skills like micro, unit control, decision making, economy balance are skills that you always need to work on, constantly. And
Yeah, and it's the more I play, like the more I become aware of it. Like when I play archers, I'm like, cool, I have 2 archer ranges, 8, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's that subtle mentality of like, cool, 8 is making 2 archer range works, but I still need fletching. I still need to go.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, you want to...
It really is starting to click where I'm like, cool, now I need to do it. And like I've mathed out like 5 vills for every stable because of how I produce from them. And it's just that inconsistency of like me trying to force myself to be aware of what's where. And like there are genuine games now. Like I played a ranked game earlier today, for God's sake that it matters here, but I think I ended up with 80 farmers. And I was on knights. And I'm like, damn, that feels great.
yeah,
Until you realize I have 10 lumberjacks and I can't reseed a single one, and I didn't get even horse scholar. Why am I here? Like it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm doing so good, and then you forget the little things that make it work.
yeah. And for when talking about eco balance, one of the feelings I remember clearly from Hera's coaching was when I was coached by Hera. He was doing the eco balance for me. He just said, "Oh, send villagers here, send villagers there," and everything was flowing so well. I remember, I like in the middle of the game, and I'm like, "What do I do now, Hera? Everything's under control. This is so because usually I feel like I'm always testing. Oh, this I need to fix that. It's like, what do I do?" And he's like, "Oh, you can move troops around, but if you want to do nothing right now." I was waiting for Castle Age, and he's like, "You can just do nothing," and I'm like, "What? You don't do nothing in an Age of Empires game? What is this?" And that just goes to show that game knowledge and game makes the game so much easier.
I think
we are
think
fighting
it's
an
so
uphill
insane.
battle.
Yeah, like I think it's insane too to me, like how smoothly or how many games I've won or lost based on how my eco is.
Yeah.
Like I think I've watched about 80 of my games in the last few weeks. And I think in about half of them I lose it on the simple fact that my eco is just terrible. Like a quarter of them because I make huge mistakes, and the other quarter because like my opponents just actually played way smarter or way better.
I like how...
And
Sorry, continue.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, I love how this stream has shifted into an Age of Empires podcast now. I'm having a great time.
Sometimes that's what casters do.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you, this is something very important. You say you want to be top 100 Zelda squad, right?
Yeah.
What I have to say to that is fight me. I want to help you. I want to help you get there. So if one day, either on stream or off stream, both are fine by me. If you want to play some practice matches, either for the cup itself or just Arabia ranked matches style and everything.
I'm always down.
Yeah. I want to beat some ELO into you.
Yeah, it's genuinely. I joke about it a lot. Arbis was a huge helper. Like when I was first practicing with him, I was like 900, and I'd be like, I know I'm losing this game, and then he'd be like, why are you doing this? And it's affected me to the point where when I cast, I'm so self-aware of the things that I do that are wrong that when I'm casting somebody else, I'm like, why the f are you doing that? But I'm not that self-aware when I'm playing. Because in the moment, like everything's great until you look back and you're like, why did you do that?
I'm nowadays, and I'm walking on the street, I see some farms but right next to me, and I hear Harrow's voice saying, build more farms, build more farms.
You know what? You know what? It's gotten so bad that I go to bed thinking about, oh, I lost that game because instead of finishing the attack round on the Mangonels, I should have just started moving them so they cancel the attack round and patrolled them so they just get the next wave. Like, I'm going to sleep. I'm trying to fall asleep, and all I can think about is, oh crap, how do I improve? How do I get that next
No,
little
you
little
could be me
tiny
where you have a
sprint?
whole ass stream where you're like, man, imagine if more people got Drill Siege. I live, dream, and sleep everything Mongols. I swear to God with this game.
Now I know who I'm banning when
Swear to
I see you in semis.
Everybody. I cannot stress to you how much about. We watched 3 sets today. The first 2 people got to play Mongols. Second, you see mine, first ban, and there was no I'm gonna pull up that VOD. The timer had 30 seconds. It didn't even hit 29 before he banned Mongols.
Oh, well, to be fair, Mongols are just a general ban right now because of their time.
I also have 326 games as Mongols.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like-
double my highest, which is 166 on Armenians.
Yeah. It's genuinely the stupidest thing ever, like how much I play them, but I also play step sieves like it's going out of style. Like I think my
Real should
second
be a
most played
passive
sieves.
tech from Mongols. I think Krentos that I would actually rather sooner shoot myself.
50% moving siege is just hilarious.
Yeah.
Replace drill with something better, like I don't know, cheaper goddamn Mangonels, or make CA actually less pain to use. I love them, but they're terrible.
That's what I was saying, this CA scale with ELO. Yeah, Kradantost only plays Mongols, so that's why he wants to see...
Xfed wants a rematch. Those matches were so good in leagues, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, it's getting late on my time
Yeah,
zone.
you
I
gotta
was
go to bed.
I was having a great time. Luckily tomorrow I have a light day, and thanks for everyone who joined. We have a party tonight. Thank you, Dizzy.
Woo!
Yes, hello, and Portugal
You're
won the
welcome.
Euro. The
Yes,
Euro,
yes,
no,
yes.
the quarter, only the round of 16. But yeah, thanks for joining, Dizzy. Thanks for joining later, Eden, and thanks for joining
course.
even later. Zelda Squad, aka the real Slim Shady, aka Elysium Gaming, aka Alcium Gaming.
I can't. I'm American. I don't know how to spell. That's my excuse.
Yeah, and
Also, literally, you could blame Dizzy for half of my naming issues because my Discord name is a Final Fantasy name. The nickname in the Discord is entirely because of Dizzy. Because at the end of HCC, when I won my set for the champions, she literally went, "That's the real Slim Shady now," and it just stuck. And the fact that I can't spell is the entire reason my Twitch name is different from my actual.
You
I
tried
hate
at
that-
least.
yeah.
But American education did not teach me how to spell.
Well, it's been a fantastic stream, Nando and Dizzy. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go from casting AOE to playing AOE because I know little else.
Let's go.
Have a great night,
Yeah,
and wish
good
you all
night.
the best.
Yeah, have a great
Oh,
night.
yeah,
Thanks.
guys.
I need to do. I love Age of Empires, but I also love this community feeling. I need to get more people in here more often. Thanks for the spontaneously, and thanks for reaching out and joining. And
Yeah.
you're going to play Age of Empires after casting Age of Empires. I'm going to dream about Age of Empires after casting Age of Empires.
And I'm going to be sending out lots of invoices.
If it makes you feel any better, Nando, in a few days I'll be casting the set I was meant to do of yours, and then we can judge each other again.
Oh, you're going to love that set. Me playing Ring of Reeds. That was such a good match. I played the Ring of Reeds so well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a super long stream
I'm
coming up.
I'm looking.
When I have the time.
I genuinely enjoy watching your streams.
Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoy watching Dizzy streams. I enjoy watching your streams. Yeah, genuinely. And Eden, sorry, I haven't watched your streams. That's why. But I need to watch them. But yeah, everyone's amazing. Thanks for joining. Thanks for... Oh, Eden already left the call. Okay. I was thinking... yeah, he already left the call. Yeah,
Thank you everyone as well, like Chimera and Kratentost
Yeah.
and Xfed and I say I'm taking over your stream now. I'm doing the outro.
Yes.
Thank you all so much. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. We're sorry for the technical issues earlier, but at the end of the day, you know, we got through it. And again, I enjoy on my channel casting with Nando as the co-cast. No, I'm just kidding. But no, thank you all so much. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Nando,
no,
go
you
ahead,
took
please.
no. That was what I was about to say. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Thanks for joining, and thanks for everyone in chat. And I hope to see you around. It's time to end the stream. I'm just going to play the trailer one more time. Go to the end screen, and that's it for tonight. Thank you very much, and thanks for TheNando who provided us with this amazing trailer. And I hope to see you again in this great event, which is T90's Community Cup. Bye bye, everyone. Good night.
Bye bye.